Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Turn left. Turn left onto Meriden Avenue, then turn right onto Union Lake Road. Turn right onto Union Lake Road. In 2.2 miles, turn right onto Richardson Road.
To me, that is a nickname.
Yeah. See, I always put, like, I know there's a bunch of Daves, especially when I was in Virginia. We had Mobile Dave, Painter Dave, Chiclet Dave. We only had one tooth, bro. Don't play with Chiclet. So, I mean, that to me, if there's something that is not a part of your original name that is included, now it's a nickname.
What's the best nickname you've heard for anybody, whether it be a friend or maybe it's a celebrity?
So I mentioned this last week. I know nobody wants to talk about the Indian, but Noel, Big Christmas.
Oh, it's a great name.
That was awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, damn, that's a good nickname.
It came Big Strike Zone for that
Yeah.
series. Wow. Swings at everything.
Yeah.
I think the Big Hurt for Frank Thomas was pretty good.
Yes. Big Hurt's good. Greg?
Trust me, she'll like it too.
97.1.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ 24-hour traffic center, welcome to your Monday morning, starting it off crash-free. Good news along northbound, southbound Rochester Road between South Boulevard and Long Lake Road. All of the lanes are back open. You'll remember you down to a single lane that was supposed to go on through December. But Adrian and Kristen say it's open and available for through traffic right about now. Eastbound, westbound 12 Mile Road between Middlebelt and Inkster. Lane closures going on through at least tomorrow. I'm Mel Berry with traffic.
I'm Amy Lawrence with an Odyssey Sports Minute. Football is a whole lot easier when you've got your top two wide receivers back on the field. For the first time this season, Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua joining Matthew Stafford, and man, it looked a whole lot different. A combined 12 catches, over 150 yards, and a touchdown, with Matthew Stafford finally able
At the next light, turn right.
He doesn't get sacked, barely pressured by the Vikings, and now they've won back-to-back games. I'm Amy Lawrence.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this: if something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day. Or
At the light, turn right onto Richardson Road, then turn left onto Martin Road.
Ethos.com. That's check, ETHOS.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing kits, because when prostate cancer is caught early,
At the light, turn left onto Martin Road.
blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards RealFit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000.
In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Hi, my entire family's obsessed with all things Wicked, but my kids can't stop watching the trailer, and now they're having a Wicked-themed sleepover. Do you think our internet can handle all of the streaming and memeing going on?
Well, we've engineered our Xfinity gateways to handle hundreds of devices at once, so they can all stay magically connected.
Wow. Are you a wizard? I wish.
No, just someone that won't let them.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Now through December 22nd, get Thrillify and Leave Fast 150 megabit Xfinity internet for just $35 a month for 12 months with no annual contract and free Wi-Fi equipment included. Go to Xfinity.com to switch today. Keep the magic going from your screen to the big screen. And see Wicked, only in theaters November 22nd. Restrictions apply. Requires careful plan to all your bank account. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply. Currently $56 a month for internet service and $15 for Wi-Fi equipment. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
This weekend,
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Detroit Chevy dealers. Injuries and illness have started to affect the team, so Marco Casper has been called up.
Excited about Marco. We think he can give us some pop. He had an unbelievable training camp. Just felt right, the timing. We'll move him in some different situations, but he'll be in our top 9. I think he'll see both PP and PK scenarios. We want to give him some proper mix, give him an opportunity to succeed, and I think at the same time, he can really help our team.
This weekend.
In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers are changing the game with their impressive family of SUVs, like the versatile Chevy Trax. Experience Trax with its bigger, bolder design, 5 available trim levels, and a variety of features that come standard.
What was it?
There's a Trax that's
know.
made for
That
you.
was
Whether it's
superb.
modern and muscular or ultra sporty, Chevy Trax is the small SUV that fits your big lifestyle.
The sewer.
Put it in deep and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is...
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Provides soothing mom and
I
fixed
am
papers
too.
in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself
I'm not sure.
and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapor
At least,
soothing
yeah,
comfort
we
for the
watched
whole
football at
family. And when you
home.
need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapor Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapor stick for usage is 4 out.
We decided to watch football at
I want to
home.
learn how to cook, but I
At the roundabout, take the second exit onto M5 South.
Your goal is to learn a new language? Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as
Yep,
little
so
as 3
Wednesday
weeks.
we gotta be
Words and
out
phrases
of
you'll
the house
actually
by
use.
5:15.
So when someone asks,
Yep.
how's your French going? You can say,
Bobby facilite grandement de l'apprentissage stimulé.
In about 5 miles, take the exit onto I-96 East and I-275 South toward Detroit.
.com.
At Progressive, we know there's a lot of things you can track. Steps, calories, heart rate, your pet steps, screen time, the whereabouts of your favorite celebrity, how long you slept, how long you didn't sleep, how long you thought about sleeping, how long you thought about sleeping. But none of these things could save you money. Unlike Snapshot from Progressive, which customizes your rate based on how and how much you drive. It's much better for your bottom line than tracking your Cocker Spaniel's resting heart rate. So download the Progressive app today.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys.
Visit Autolaw.com.
That's Autolaw.com. Today's football coverage is presented by T-Mobile. Head to T-Mobile.com and get a great deal on iPhone 16 Pro.
Blow it out your backside and let it play out. It's an embarrassment. It's an absolute embarrassment. Boom! it's hard or not. That was a dumbass pick. You're listening to the best of Costa and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket. This is the first time I think we've gotten into Dear John where you haven't given me a little teaser.
He doesn't know what's coming his way.
Do I get a heads up on the topics today?
Yes, and people can submit theirs, Dear Jon Jansen at gmail.com. Dealing with a bully, not in it for the money, refusing to sleep on the couch, and who's right, me or my wife?
Happy wife, happy life.
Sleeping on the couch and who's right, me or my wife, I did the same one.
These are different scenarios.
All right, so we're going to start with number one. This is the dealing with the bully. Dear John, my son is in middle school and he's been dealing with a bully situation. Just stupid, mean kid stuff. This guy's calling him names, puts him down every chance he gets. Now, the bully won't steal his lunch, but he does take the Powerades we pack with it. He said something to the school, but they haven't actually taken it seriously. Well, my son took it into his own hands. I don't know how he got laxatives, but he added the powder to his drink last week, and the bully had to miss half the day because he got really sick. My son was called to the principal's office, and they said he drugged the bully and is now suspended. I know my kid shouldn't have done that, but didn't the bully get what he deserves? How should I handle this?
No, I mean, yeah, you cannot drug another individual, and he rightfully should be suspended. But if this kid...
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
The Powerade, you've gone through gonna take it to the principal, take it to the school board. Next stop is the police station. This is stealing. And so if it happens again, this is the route that it goes.
Arrested for robbery?
Yeah, I mean, it's stolen power. Yeah. Because you have to keep going up the chain of command, and if something is not being done, first of all, the principal should handle this, and it's poor leadership in the school. It's probably not the only one that's happening, because if this is allowed here, it's going to be allowed elsewhere. You got to keep going up until something actually happens.
Did he actually drug him? It was his own power. Maybe he just wanted some
He put the powder in there not to drink it himself, but it didn't have for this bully. No, but definitely the school is at fault here. It did not handle the situation correctly at all.
Next one says, not in it for the money. Dear John, as a former professional basketball, not famous player turned coach trainer, I'm having trouble getting a coaching position, whether it's an assistant or a head coaching spot. My thoughts are they're afraid of the words former pro player, thinking I want all this money.
Use the right 2 lanes to take the exit onto I-96 East and I-275 South toward Detroit.
At some point, he'll give you a shot.
Does he need to explicitly say he'll work like as a volunteer? I mean,
that's valuable. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
This doesn't say
Take the exit.
on his resume. I don't know, just...
Is he overqualified? Is that his concern?
He says I've got a lot of experience playing the game.
I mean, you could go that route. I mean, so people do tweak their resumes.
Of course they do.
And not to be dishonest.
In 6.2 miles, keep left onto I-96 South toward Detroit.
And they say, okay, well, what is your basketball resume? And you say, well, I played pro for X number of years. Or contact those individuals who have not given you that opportunity and say, what is it? I'd like to do a little self-evaluation. What is it that is preventing me from getting these opportunities?
This feels odd, too, because I would think that the first thing you do is you go through your network. Like, where did he play high school? Does your high school coach know other high school coaches? College coach, does he know other college coaches? Like, that's typically how that goes.
Can I get an opportunity from a friend of a friend, if not somebody that I directly know?
Okay, this one is called Refusing to Sleep on the Couch. Dear John, so my sister is having an annual family weekend get-together, and she thinks her house is big enough to accommodate 12 people. But I learned my lesson last time. 1, she will not let anyone use her Wi-Fi. 2, morning lineups for the showers. She's got 2 showers for 12 people. Doesn't work. 3, I was regulated to sleeping on the couch in her den. So this time I booked a hotel room not far away, about 20 minutes to drive there. I get to sleep in my own bed, get my own shower, and I can use the Wi-Fi, and most importantly, I get privacy. My sister was mad that I got a hotel room. She wanted everyone under one roof, which is insane. I suggested she needed a wellness check because 12 people just can't sleep in her house. Well, other people did the same thing for night 2, and she called the whole thing off. Should I have sucked it up to keep the peace?
No. No, you're a grown-up. You don't have to sleep on the couch. You don't have to. She's not going to share the Wi-Fi password. What does she think is going to happen? This is an insane individual.
Who does that?
Yes, definitely stay in a hotel. And even if, in the future, even if she says, hey, there's no one else staying here, we'd love to have you stay with us. I'm setting the precedent of staying in the hotel every single time. I want modern amenities. You don't provide them.
I'm with you. I feel the exact same way as you. There's nothing wrong with getting a hotel room.
Yeah, like my brother just moved down to the state. If I go visit him, I'm gonna get a hotel. I'll still see you, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Mainly for privacy,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yes, for yours and theirs.
And theirs. Yes.
It's ridiculous.
This last one says, who's in the right, me or my wife? Dear John, my wife and I were at the bar this last Saturday night with two other couples, all really good friends. It was getting late, and the wives like to wander and go around the bar on their own. My wife's very attractive. She gets plenty of attention from men, especially when she's not around me. Some guy starts talking to her, and he offers to buy her a drink. She says, I'm married, and he has to buy her around for all the friends. He agreed. They sit there for a while talking. I see what's going on, and I ask her, please stop with this. I make enough money. I can pay for the drinks on date nights. There's no need to accept drinks from other guys that are buying them for one reason only. 2 minutes later, she's back over there with this guy and her girlfriends. So we leave, and I let her know I wasn't happy. Her response was, I'm insecure, and that I can't handle having a hot wife. I, quote, deserve a 4. Was I out of line, or was she?
Yeah, get over yourself. It's a drink you don't have to buy. And so the key components...
In 2 miles, keep left onto I-96 South toward Detroit.
Step.
And then a good step by him to say, you know what, hey, that's great, I'll buy a round for everyone. Takes the pressure off of everything, and if he wants to keep buying drinks, she's going home with me, pal. Not you. Get her sauced up. Get her ready. Just don't serve her too much.
The only issue I have in this whole thing, you're right.
Nothing worse than being overserved.
The only issue I have is if your partner...
Are you sleeping?
You know where you're going there.
Stop.
The only issue I have is if your partner communicates something bothers them, you should listen to them. The initial drink, sure, don't freak out. When she's going back over to a guy that you said, hey, I don't like that makes me uncomfortable. Don't you have to consider your partner's feelings in that moment?
And she did go out to dinner with her husband.
Yeah. Now, are the other women that are there all partnered up as well?
That's a fair point. Maybe she's a wing woman.
Yeah,
It
she could be a
said,
wing woman.
I was going to say that, but it
could
did
be
say that she
to
went
Matt
with
Patricia
two couples.
to her Belichick.
Yeah, what a wingman. No, it said that they were there with two other.
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left onto I-96 South toward Detroit.
Does that matter? Like, if you're there, you've been dating for 2 years, but you're not married, does that matter? Like, you can go over and hang out with this other guy, I'll just sit at the table and watch?
No, but it's I think it might change.
People cheat, is that your point?
Some people do, yeah.
Keep left.
There's no reason.
We're all what?
In about 6.5 miles, take exit 177 toward Inkster Road.
Yes, I think Greg was trying to figure out what that was as well. I mean, I get the concept, yes.
Yes, and it did take me a while to figure it out, but I do agree with Jim. Acknowledge your partner's feelings. I think that was her mistake.
And that is Dear John, 97.1.
Latest news and information on the Big Ten on the 5 Star Zone podcast with Rico Baird and the Big Ten Network's Howard Griffith. Get it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey sports station.
7-1. 5 different Lions found the end zone as they pulled up a 50-burger in the game. 52-14 the final as they scored the final 38 points of the contest after it was tied 14-14. Detroit now has 5 consecutive wins, a 6-1 record. They get set for another huge division matchup next weekend in Green Bay. Now, those Packers just a half game behind the Lions after winning on a last-second field goal over the Jaguars. The Bears were down by a heave into the end zone by Jaden Daniels of Washington. And, of course, the Vikings had already lost on Thursday Night Football. On the ice, the first overtime game of the wing season lasted about 20 seconds or so. The Oilers put the dagger in them quickly for a 3-2 final. Detroit failed to score in the third period. They let Edmonton back into it. Still 500, but have lost 2 straight. And Michigan football still has more work to do if they want to get back into top 25. Still unranked after beating the Spartans on Saturday. No 3-loss teams have cracked the list as of yet. Oregon remains at the top of the mountain at 8-0. Will be the Wolverines' next opponent. From the Corwell Health Sports Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
There you go. 40 to 50. It's a foot race down the left sideline. Again, 20, 15, 10, 5, 7, no. Clock it down. Detroit Lions. Oh, maybe 70 yards. Shamir Gibbs found the opening and they couldn't find him. Off up under center, single back Montgomery. Jerry takes, tosses to Montgomery. Run right. He's going to throw it to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Sam Laporta. Hey, Sam, you got your TD today. It came from David Montgomery. That is beautiful. First down. Takes it to the 10. Makes the first man miss. Second man miss. Gets to the 20, 25-yard line. There's the 30, 35. Cuts off at the 40. There goes Lee, left sideline. To the 40, to the 30. He's gone, baby. He's gone. 10-5. End zone. Touchdown, Tommy Raymond. What a thing of beauty.
In 2 miles, take exit 177 toward Inkster Road.
Lead 10-5. Walk it in, young man. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Gave him a look like the leader was going to come to the end around, and he just doubled back to the right side while throwing to him, and he was wide open.
What an absurd football game. Oh, man. I'm going to tell you what, we had to edit that down. Greg did a great job on the editing because that one could have taken the entire first segment. Yeah, just take it to 10 o'clock. I mean, there was enough absurd, great plays from special teams to the offense to the defense with 4 turnovers, and the Lions are now 6-1 for the first time since 1956. Lions Victory Monday starts right now. Jim Costa with John Jansen, Heather Park, Greg, and Gov behind the glass. John, you are wearing what is this? This is my Redskins blazer. And when I got this, played with them when they were the Redskins. I got this when they're still the Redskins.
Use the right lane to take exit 177 toward Inkster Road.
They gave me this one when they brought me back, and I thought, no better time to wear it than today. My Commanders, yesterday, helping out the Lions with the Hail Mary. I was going bonkers. I woke up the entire house when that happened. Once upon a time, that play would have happened to us.
Take the exit, then turn right onto Inkster Road.
I know. Not anymore. We are living in the good old days now. We are living in the good times right now. Everything came up Lions yesterday, even when early in the game.
At the light, turn right onto Inkster Road.
Detroit would answer every single time. And John, they didn't get the points. Can I have a moment, please? All right. I do want to revel in this one because
in 2 miles, turn left onto Joy Road.
My history with the Washington franchise, this is now, it's part of that. And it's always remained part of my story. But now that obviously everything is coming up, as you mentioned, it's all coming up Lions. It's all coming up gold for the Lions. This is the call for the Bears and the Commanders.
Comes down to one last play. And it's going to be getting longer by the second. We're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught.
And I had no idea the impact or what went into that play, because as soon as it happens, right, I'm rewinding. I'm like, okay, Tyrique Stevenson, number 29, tips the ball into the hands of an awaiting Commanders receiver with a touchdown. And I didn't know this until much later, until all of our social media finally starts to kick in. And there was somebody in the stands that was videotaping the entire thing. And you can see Tyrique Stevenson, as the play begins, he's taunting, because they're in FedEx Field, he's taunting the Washington fans, you know, that they went down and they scored a last, 29 seconds left on the clock. And the play is snapped. He's still taunting the fans, back turned. And about 2 seconds into the play, finally turns around, realizes that the play is going on, and decides that he's going to saunter over. And then all of a sudden the urgency hits as he sees the ball in the air, sprints over, gets a hand on the ball, and tips it to an awaiting Commanders receiver. In the end zone, touchdown, you lose, losers! I mean, that is... It is something that would happen to the Lions. Now, I don't necessarily know. Maybe back in the day, right? And I say back in the day, 4 years ago or more, we would have had somebody that would have been taunting the crowd because amazingly, we're going to win a game.
At the next light, turn left.
And for him to be the one to tip the ball and right into the awaiting arms and give up the touchdown, it was perfect. And on the flip side, my initial reaction is, one, yes, okay, Commanders win. But second, it's a division opponent. It is the Bears losing the best division in football, and now the Lions have another one-up on another team.
At the light, turn left onto Joy Road.
This division and don't need any help. And as someone holding Bears laying 2.5, it was a brutal beat. But yeah, nobody wants good things for Chicago. Nobody wants good things for the Bears. That is a bad thing. It's a terrible beat. Ooh. Did you have Washington? I think you did. Oh, you flipped the coin, so who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think most of us had the
I
Bears.
had it.
Of course you did.
Of course
you did.
Yes.
Tom did too.
You're recording everybody's picks.
In half a mile, the destination is on your right.
He looked at me and was like, yeah.
Yeah, the
Nice
coin
pick.
flip didn't come up for me.
Heather's
Not
Rocket.
matter. I'll take the win.
I know you will at this point. Take whatever you can get. Heather's rocking her Lions hoodie today. How was the household watching that game yesterday?
We had so much going on yesterday. We were kind of watching it in all different rooms. We also had like furniture being moved in the house, so that was happening. It was crazy. I was upstairs, Colin was in the basement. We watched it separately.
The game itself, right? Lions are now 6-1 for the first time since the mid-50s. And John, just a couple things that made that extra absurd, right? At one point, the Lions had scored 6 touchdowns with 9 team passing yards. 9.
The destination is on your right.
6 touchdowns.
Arrived.
Look at the numbers.
What?
It's so absurd.
John, they finished with 61 passing yards, which takes into account sacks.
Oh, here, I see it.
61 passing yards, and they scored 52 points. They had over 250 yards of returns, kick returns and punt returns, and the offense once again scored more touchdowns than they had incomplete passes. I mean, the defense forced 4 turnovers. It was...
Put in as...
The Lions clearly didn't take their opponent lightly. The Lions clearly are built in a way where they come out there and it doesn't matter the opponent. They are going to saw your head off. They will decapitate everybody they play on every single Sunday. Like, that was a statement. I know it's not a Minnesota level statement because it's not,